When it comes to developing for the web, what I absolutely love is that it's for everybody. You don't need to have a certain mobile phone, you don't need to have a certain computer or a fat connectivity. Basically, anybody is invited to do things on the web. I fell in love with the web when I worked in radio, and I realized that anybody can become a publisher without having to spend money on it. So I wanted to make sure from the first day onward that the web is there for everybody, regardless of ability, regardless of where you are on the planet, regardless of your setup and what computer you have. I want to make sure that I can use my skill as an engineer to make sure that the products are available to everybody out there, because when we do that, we get much more users, and that's a very simple idea. Hello, I'm Christian Heilmann. I'm a principal program manager at Microsoft, and my job is to make sure that our products are accessible to everybody, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Accessibility is not this scary, problematic thing that is a legal requirement, but a lot of times just common sense and making sure that the product can withstand changes that people need to do to it. So you will find out that people will have different needs, and your needs yourself change over time as well. If I take off my glasses, I use the product differently than when I have my glasses on. And disability is not a one-off state, it's a sliding scale that changes over time, and our product should be flexible enough to actually support this. In this class, we're going to talk about accessibility beyond compliance, and that means that we're actually building things that are accessible by thinking like users and not just thinking about what we need to do to be accessible. We're going to take a look at some of the automated systems that run over your programs and tell you where the problematic parts are. And we're going to talk about how that can be a false positive. We're then going to switch gears and go to the browser and use the product like a user would, and changing some of the look and feel so you actually know what kind of edge cases you need to cover. And we're going to use the developer tools built into the browser to find out where the most problematic parts of your product are and how to fix them. This class is close to my heart because day to day I have to work with accessibility for the products in Microsoft. And it's sometimes a steep battle, it's sometimes hard to do, and often it's because people don't understand that accessibility means doing things for humans and finding out about problems that humans have with your product and not just to be compliant. At the end of the class, you will go away with an idea that there's many people out there that see the product differently than you do. And there's things you can do to make sure that those people are not blocked out and become possible customers and actually users of your product. You will also find out that there's a lot of things already coming with the browser that you're using that allows you to test for these needs and make sure that your product that you build is available for people out there. This class, I hope, is for anybody who has been thinking about accessibility and has been building accessible products with a development team and with a testing team, but hasn't quite taken the action themselves. So what I'm saying here is that as a developer, by taking the skills that you learn in this class, you will actually make it much easier to work with the legal team, to work with the development team and work with the testing team, because you will have done the right thing before you actually get the test back and have to redo it and fix things again. To get us going, I built a project that is a website that has a few accessibility issues, some of them not as obvious. I also created a fixed version of that website, which you can also download, and you can take a look at what I've done to work around these issues. Please go to the discussion boards afterwards and discuss this kind of thing. Disagree with me, you might find a better way to actually fix that, or you might find that there is problems with the solutions that you have in your own products and other people can help you out.